You know, we've all got that happy place, don't we? You don't have a care in the world, no aches or pains, and for that moment, you don't worry about what's going on in your world. There's a place that can take you there, your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy. You walk right in and let Laura take you to your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy at 113 Ridner Lane in Jacksboro. 423-377-1124. This is David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. Something big is happening at the local on Jacksboro Pike. Sharon, what's going on down there?
Yes, David, there's families down here actually enjoying home-cooked meals together. They're receiving fast and friendly service at affordable prices. Now back to you, David.
So there you have it, folks. That's the latest from the local on Jacksboro Pike. This has been David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News.
Good evening, everyone, and I want to welcome you to JCTV this week. And our special guest is Miss Esther Loudon, and she is with the La Follette Pregnancy Help Center. They have been here how long, Esther?
Since 2009.
Wow. Gosh, you're going on, what, almost 10 years
We
now.
are. Yes.
That's awesome. A lot of people in our area still don't know that you're here. So that's why we're trying to get the word out there and do as much promoting for your program as possible. Can you tell us a little bit of how the Pregnancy Center got started in La Follette or in Campbell County?
Okay. Well, first of all, there is a high number of teenage pregnancies in the area, and the priest from the local church here in La Follette contacted Catholic Charities of East Tennessee, which is located in Knoxville, if they could offer any services or programs to moms and dads in the area, and that's how we got started.
Okay. Well, it's kind of sad that, but that is the service. It's for pregnant women, and it's, knowing that we have a high number here in our county, but at least we have something we can offer them.
Yes.
Besides just, well, let me just say it like this. What all do you provide, or what are the services that you offer from the point of contact with someone?
Okay. Our services are open to anyone regardless of their age. So if they are a teenage mom, we welcome them, or if they are a mom that's in their 40s and this is their first baby, second, third, or fourth, we offer services to them as well. We are here to educate anybody who wants to learn about pregnancy and kind of what to expect during pregnancy, and then what to expect after a baby gets here. Pregnancy can be a scary thing, whether it's your first or your 10th. And I think sometimes people kind of romanticize having a baby, and they think their baby's not going to cry, and their baby's going to sleep perfectly, and it's going to sleep through the night the first time they bring the baby home, and sometimes that's just not the case. And so we want to educate moms and dads, we encourage dads to enroll in the program as well, about pregnancy, what's going on with their bodies, changes, kind of what to expect. We have curriculum that's based on breastfeeding, labor and delivery, developmental milestones, and then just how to care for baby after they're here. So when that baby is crying at 4 o'clock in the morning and you've had no sleep, what are just some tips and some tricks that can kind of help to soothe the baby and get the baby back down?
Okay. So you offer basic like parenting classes,
Yes.
and that's wonderful.
Yes.
Let's see. There was a few things that I had in mind to ask you, and one of them is you mentioned the Catholic Church
Yes.
as being the organization that is behind the Pregnancy
Yes.
Help Center. Do you all do like fundraising events for the program?
We do. We like to work with area churches, businesses, or any organization that wants to work with us. And we do what's called a baby bottle drive. And what that means is that I would go to the business, the church, or the organization and just kind of share with them our information about the program and what we do and how we are a unique program because we are an Earn While You Learn program. So what that means is that each time a parent, mom or dad, comes into a class, they earn baby bucks, and then they get to spend those baby bucks in our store that we have, and they can purchase anything that they need for baby from birth to 2 years of age, whether it's car seats, strollers, diapers, cribs, clothing. So that's where we have a need for funding. And the baby bottle drives, you just pass out a bottle to the business or the organization. They collect change, paper money, or they can write a check, whichever they prefer.
Right.
Usually do the drives for about 2 to 3 weeks. I go back, I collect them, and then those funds are then distributed to, Campbell County, because any fundraising that's done in Campbell County stays in Campbell County. Because we do have other pregnancy centers that are located in other locations.
Right.
But all fundraisers that are collected for Campbell County stay within Campbell County, which is always nice because, when people are giving back to, a community, they want to know that their funds are going to stay in their community.
Right.
And not that they care to help other people, it's just nice to know, well, I did that from my pregnancy center in Campbell County.
Right, right. And that's awesome. So anyone that wants to donate or contribute, do you accept, other than monetary donations, do you accept diapers, baby
We do.
bottles, clothing?
We do. The items do have to be new. We can't, take anything used such as car seats or cribs just because of safety issues and
Right.
safety recalls. But we can take new items, such as clothing, car seats, diapers. And we also have some organizations that have done just diaper drives for us or community baby showers. And the diaper drive is just as simple as you collect diapers and wipes and then donate them to the center. And then a baby shower is where you collect multiple items that will be used for, baby clothing,
Right.
bottles, diapers, wipes. So there's several different ways that people can help if they want to. It's not just with, with money.
Right.
They can also, donate, with either doing diapers and wipes or anything of that nature.
Okay.
Anything that can be used on a baby, we can take those donations.
Okay. And as long as they're new and they've
Yes.
not been opened or anything like that, you can take the contributions. And I want to say this too, that, Campbell County, when you start reaching out to people in Campbell County and our churches and stuff, most of the time you get a really good response. We have a lot of good people in Campbell
We do.
County. And we have a lot of good services, a lot of good outreach programs through local churches and things that are willing to help. And I want to just kind of put this out there for people. If you have a youth group or a ladies' Sunday school class or whatever, even at your workplace, if you have want to do something to sow seed into, this is a ministry.
It is.
It really is a ministry, reaching out to people that are in need. And sometimes, like you said, it's not always the unmarried teenager that's in need of help when they're pregnant, but it could be an older woman that is in need of help. And it doesn't necessarily have to be single. They can be married. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, we take anybody and everybody. It's not an income-based program. So that's something that we don't even ask. If someone comes in and they say, I'm pregnant and I want to learn about being pregnant and how to take care of my baby after they get here,
Right.
we enroll them in the program. It's very simple to do. They just come in and fill out some simple paperwork, and then we get the classes started. We have
Right.
curriculum that's just for dads as well. If when dad is coming and then he decides that he's learning about the pregnancy and
Right.
infant care, that he wants to add a little bit more in there about what it means to be a positive role model for
Right.
their child. We have curriculum that's based just for dads as well.
Okay. So it's kind of like an all-around program.
Yes.
So it starts not just with the mother of the child, but also the dad, and I'm sure that people even bring maybe other siblings with them
Yes.
when they come from time to time, which is a good thing to let them see what's going on, with the new baby that's being
Yes.
expected.
This is David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. Something big is happening at the local on Jacksboro Pike. Sharon, what's going on down there?
Yes, David, there's families down here actually enjoying home-cooked meals together. They're receiving fast and friendly service at affordable prices. Now back to you, David.
So there you have it, folks. That's the latest from the local on Jacksboro Pike. This has been David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. You know, we've all got that happy place, don't we? You don't have a care in the world, no aches or pains, and for that moment, you don't worry about what's going on in your world. There's a place that can take you there, your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy. You walk right in and let Laura take you to your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy at 113 Ridner Lane in Jacksboro. 423-377-1124.
Be smart, style smarter. I go to Style Smarter.
Now, you were established in 2009,
Yes.
you said. So you've been here almost 10 years. Have you seen a lot of growth in the program as far as people that you service?
We have. Now, when the program first started, it was a little different than what it is now. When the program first started, moms and dads could just walk in and say that they needed diapers or clothing or wipes, anything of that nature, and we just gave them to them. But then about 3.5 years ago was when the program changed to the Earn While You Learn, and then that's where that they came in, started coming in and doing the classes and just kind of educating themselves on the pregnancy and kind of what to expect.
Right.
And we also have a center in Newcomb as well that started, we've been there almost a year.
That's awesome. I know that probably, I'm not going to say in every county in Tennessee that you have a pregnancy health
No.
center, but I feel like we're fortunate to have you here.
Yes.
And that we're blessed with this ministry because this is an area that a lot of people may not think is, something that is that important. But if you're the person it's affecting, it's very important.
Yes.
You have, you have people that just are in need from time to time of something like this that would be a great help in their to their newborn.
You know, we've all got that happy place, don't we? You don't have a care in the world, no aches or pains, and for that moment, you don't worry about what's going on in your world. There's a place that can take you there, your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy. You walk right in and let Laura take you to your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy at 113 Ridner Lane in Jacksboro. 423-377-1124.
Be smart, style smarter. I go to Style Smarter.
This is David Grimm reporting for What's It To You News. Something big is happening at the local on Jacksboro Pike. Sharon, what's going on down there?
Yes, David, there's families down here actually enjoying home-cooked meals together. They're receiving fast and friendly service at affordable prices. Now back to you, David.
So there you have it, folks. That's the latest from the local on Jacksboro Pike. This has been David Grimm reporting for What's It To You News.
It gets awful hard sometimes to buy a pack of diapers.
It does.
Especially if you're out of work or maybe part-time work, or maybe you don't have a companion to help you
Yes.
with that monetary, that you need at that time. So a pack of diapers could be a great help to someone.
And diapers is one of our most purchased items. Every week, usually when parents come in, they will purchase diapers. So diapers it's definitely a need. And, there's not any programs around here that, or any federal programs
Right.
that offer diaper assistance.
Right.
So, sometimes, it is difficult, just to purchase, one pack of
Yeah.
diapers. And, it does get expensive, and if you, already have a problem with, purchasing diapers, you'll usually end up spending more in the long run, whereas if someone that can afford diapers will actually come out cheaper because they can buy in bulk.
Right.
Whereas if it's hard to purchase them in the first place, you may just run to the store and buy a pack of 10, and in reality you're going to end up spending more than what
Right.
you would actually if you were to buy in bulk. But if you don't have the money to purchase them in bulk, then that becomes an issue as well.
Right.
So
Right.
diapers is definitely something that we use on a regular basis, and is the highest need.
So we'll put diapers number one on the
Yes.
list of contributions.
Yes, diapers for
that
sure.
we need. Diapers and wipes, and of course, other things. And so going on 10 years and seeing that the increase in that length of time,
Yes.
on an average, do you know about how many people you serve a year on a yearly basis?
Well, right now we have 57 that are enrolled in the program, and that I can't give you the exact number of clients that we've seen throughout the year, because some of them will come, for a month or two, and then they'll end up deciding, that they can't come back for whatever reason. And sometimes it may be that they want to come back, but they can't come back because they've recently gotten a new job, and the
Right.
hours that they work will not allow them to come and be, with the hours that were open.
Right.
And so sometimes that does play, an issue.
Right.
But we do have, right now currently, we have 57 families that are enrolled here. And, when you look at, how many, moms and dads that we've served,
Right.
with that, it's, I'm sure it's up in the, up in the 80s, if not more,
Right.
of individuals that we have served, within the last year.
Right. Okay. So you serve anywhere from 50 to 100 people a year, probably.
Probably not a little bit more, it just
yeah.
depends on, on.
Right. And like you said, maybe some of them are here for a couple of months and then
Yes.
they don't get to come back, or their situation changes and
They may move.
right, and their situation may change, and they, like you said, they get a job, or they just don't have the transportation to get
is
here
another
when
issue
you're
as well.
here.
Mhm.
And which on the screen you'll see there are times of open and here at the Pregnancy Center, and the contact information. And we can, anything that you need, have questions about, you can always call
Yes.
when they're in the office, and someone will be here to answer
Yes.
their questions. Is there anything else, Esther, that you would like to say about the program? Or,
Just that, it's a great program, and, we are here to work with anybody that wants to learn about, being pregnant and what to do after baby's here. And then also just about healthy families, what it takes to be a healthy family. Ways, we even have curriculum that covers discipline as well, and which is something, that a lot of parents, they will struggle with. And it always, when they come in and we start talking about discipline, and they'll say, oh, well, I have a 6-month-old. I don't need to worry about that right now. And so we just kind of, we start talking about it, about discipline, and, that there's healthy ways of discipline.
Right.
And just kind of what to expect, as baby gets older, and at what times, you should start discipline.
Right.
And, not wait until, the child is 5 or 6 years old before you start setting boundaries.
Yes.
And so we really, we like to encourage, all the curriculum that we have is just, it's great. I can't say enough good things about it because it does just cover so many positive things. I wish I would have had this program when I had my daughter. Because even after I started working here and I was watching the videos, I was just like, I didn't know that. I wish I would have known that, when my baby was little. And so it's just one of those things that, I hope that, people won't look at it and be like, oh, well, I don't need their services. I know how to do all this. I can take care of it. Because it can be scary.
Right.
And, we want to be here just to provide an educational service to anybody that wants it. And, just, the importance too of, the role that the parent plays with the child's development. And, hoping that they will grow up to be, a productive member of society.
Right. Well, that's awesome. I want to take a brief moment, and we're going to pause and go to a commercial break, or an information break most of the time, and we'll be right back with you.
Be smart, style smarter. I go to Style Smarter.
This is David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. Something big is happening at the local on Jacksboro Pike. Sharon, what's going on down there?
Yes, David, there's families down here actually enjoying home-cooked meals together. They're receiving fast and friendly service at affordable prices. Now back to you, David.
So there you have it, folks. That's the latest from the local on Jacksboro Pike. This has been David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. We've all got that happy place, don't we? You don't have a care in the world, no aches or pains, and for that moment, you don't worry about what's going on in your world. There's a place that can take you there, your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy. You walk right in and let Laura take you to your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy at 113 Ridner Lane in Jacksboro. 423-377-1124.
Okay, we're back with Miss Esther Loudon, and get her name right. And what is your exact title, Esther, with the Pregnancy Health Center?
I am a program leader 1, and what that means is that I just kind of help with the day-to-day operation of the centers, help build curriculum and lesson plans that are based on the family's needs.
Okay.
And we try to get moms and dads enrolled in the program during the first trimester, but sometimes that's not always the case. So we kind of I go through and I see where they are, see what their individual needs are, and then start building their lessons based on what their needs are.
Right.
Because if they come in and they're in their 3rd trimester, we don't need to be talking about the 1st trimester.
Right.
We need to be focusing on the 3rd trimester, breastfeeding if they're interested in labor and delivery.
Right.
And so I just kind of go through, look and see what the individual needs are of the family, and start building lesson plans based on that, and then share information, make any referrals that the family may need.
Right.
And to share with them about community resources, that are here. If they're not signed up on WIC, I want to send them to the health department so they can get signed up on WIC.
Right.
If there's any other services that are in the area, such as Healthy Families, any programs that are offered through the health department, such as
Right.
HUGs, we want to make for sure that the family knows about those resources if they should need them,
Right.
that we can reach out to them and provide the information with them. And then fundraising, if there's any organization or business that wants me to come and share, about the program, I can come and do that. So, just basically, just the day-to-day operations,
Right.
fundraising, working one-on-one with clients, and then we also offer group classes as well that are based on an individual area, such as discipline or healthy families or nutrition and health.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Sounds to me like you've got it covered from beginning to the ending.
Well, I hope we do.
So we want to encourage you to think about, what you can do to help support the Pregnancy Help Center here in Campbell County. I know that there's a lot of families that have been touched over the years and have been helped through this program. And if you do want to make a contribution, the contact information is here, and that's how you can get in touch with them. If you would like to volunteer, even to maybe come and help sort and clean up and whatever, I'm sure that they can put you to work.
We can.
So if you want to do some kind of outreach yourself and get involved in their ministry here, it would be a great cause. And we want to thank you, Esther, for being with us today. And any questions that you have, give them a call. And we'll see you all next week on JCTV.
We've all got that happy place, don't we? You don't have a care in the world, no aches or pains, and for that moment, you don't worry about what's going on in your world. There's a place that can take you there, your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy. You walk right in and let Laura take you to your own personal happy place. You're welcome, Massage Therapy at 113 Ridner Lane in Jacksboro. 423-377-1124. This is David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News. Something big is happening at the local on Jacksboro Pike. Sharon, what's going on down there?
Yes, David, there's families down here actually enjoying home-cooked meals together. They're receiving fast and friendly service at affordable prices. Now back to you, David.
So there you have it, folks. That's the latest from the local on Jacksboro Pike. This has been David Grimm reporting for Watch It To You News.
Be smart, style smart. I go to Style Smarter.